Okay, so when we talk about AI, we usually focus on just making it, well, work. But what if the real goal wasn't just functionality? What if it was perfection? We're going to dive into this idea called Pinnacle prompt engineering, where the standard isn't good enough. It's about flawless, perfect execution.
And this quote just nails the whole philosophy. It's a huge shift in thinking, right? We're moving away from just trying to write slightly better prompts, and we're moving toward architecting entire systems that are fundamentally unshakable. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack what it really takes to build at this kind of elite level.
All right, so the unshakable process. This isn't just about being good. It's about a whole new standard for quality that demands a pretty rare combination of skills.
And right off the bat, you can see this is not a beginner's game. To build a perfect system, you need this insane fusion of abilities. We're talking about the deep theoretical knowledge of a PhD, combined with the skill to reverse engineer basically anything, and an almost obsessive focus on quality. This isn't just being an expert, it's total mastery.
So let's be super clear about this. This isn't some magic tool that instantly turns anyone into a top-tier developer. No, this is about reaching a pinnacle of human skill. An unshakable system is what you get from that deep expertise, plus this relentless drive to build things that just cannot fail. So how do we make this idea less, well, abstract? Let's look at this philosophy in action. We're going to meet a tool that's been codenamed the geometer, and it's designed to be an architect for your own thoughts. So think of it like this. The geometer is this AI partner that doesn't just hand you an answer. Instead, it listens to your thinking. It creates a perfect blueprint of its structure, and then it points you to the one single piece that holds the whole thing together. It actually helps you find the solution yourself. And get this, it's not just some high-in-the-sky idea. It's a tangible, buildable tool. You can see from the project structure how clean the design is. It's got its own core reasoning engine, a separate place for storing prompts, and it's even containerized with Docker, so it's a completely self-contained system you can run. So how does it actually map your thoughts? The whole process is brilliantly engineered to find one critical thing, what it calls the keystone. The process is just incredibly systematic. First, it deconstructs your query. Then it builds this conceptual graph and even visualizes it for you. But the real magic, the absolute core of it all, happens at step 3, finding the keystone. This is where the AI pinpoints the single load-bearing pillar of your entire idea. It isolates the one thing that matters most. And honestly, the final output is what makes this so dang powerful. The geometer tells you straight up, I cannot give you the answer. Instead, it gives you the key. It isolates that one critical variable, trusting that if you can define it, the entire solution will just naturally fall into place around it. Okay. But what if clarity isn't the problem? What if you know exactly what you need to do, but you're just stuck? For that kind of war, you need a totally different kind of partner. So let's meet the second AI personality, the huntsman. You know that saying, you need different friends for different wars? That's exactly what this is. The geometer is your architect. It gives you the map when you're lost. But the huntsman is the challenger. Its only job is to shatter your inertia when you're unwilling to move. The huntsman's entire personality is engineered for one single purpose: momentum. It's programmed to be brutally honest, direct, and completely intolerant of complacency. It could not care less about your feelings or your excuses. Its only goal is to find the action you're avoiding and force a confrontation with it. So imagine you're feeling overwhelmed and you tell it that. This is the response. It just completely dismisses feelings as a form of resistance. For the huntsman, the only thing that's real, the only truth, is action. It cuts through all the noise and just demands a starting point. Now, and what if you try to pull the I'm not good enough card? Nope, not gonna fly. That's the response you get. It's so direct, so dismissive of anything that isn't the work itself. The huntsman is the ultimate accountability partner. You can't reason with it. You can't debate it. You can only act. And that really brings us to the most important point here. This vision isn't about creating some single, all-knowing super AI.
It's about building a team of specialized partners, each one designed for a very different kind of internal battle.
This is pointing towards a totally new way of working, right? It suggests the future isn't a solo act. It's a partnership between our own human creativity and these highly specialized AI personalities that give us exactly the kind of support we need, whether that's a map to get clarity or a hard push to just take that first step.
And this final quote, it gets right to the heart of everything. These tools, the architect and the challenger, they're really just mirrors. They are engineered to reflect back at us exactly what we need to overcome the most difficult challenge we'll ever face, the one with ourselves.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. When you face your next big challenge, that personal war with yourself, which friend do you really need by your side? Do you need the architect holding the map, or do you need the challenger giving you the push?